11 nights aboard one of the finest ships we've ever experienced, but I wasn't at 100%. My stomach affected my appetite, made me pass on even an occasional cocktail, and took away about 20% of my energy. It ultimately led to 2 doctor visits upon my return home. Life might be good here in Thailand, but at 69 we still have problems, and right now I've got a little bit of a stomach problem. It's lasted for about a month, and I need to get over to the medical development clinic and have it checked out. I'm going to take you with us. I'm Jerry, and this is not your average 69. I'm at the medical development clinic checking out what's wrong with my stomach. I'm also going to get, I hope, a full blood workup. It's been a year since I've done it. The medical development clinic is one of the better, if not the best, clinics in Bangkok. It is very inclusive of almost everything you need. The only thing they don't do is overnight in a bed. I've been coming to the medical development clinic for a good 5 years now. It's easy, it's inexpensive, they do a very good job. Now, if I'm going to get a major surgery, I wouldn't come here, but I've had minor surgery here. Remember about this channel, folks, I know it's new and you're just getting to know me and the channel. It's all about living the good life at 69, but it ain't always good. There are problems that we run into, and my stomach right now is definitely a problem, and we're going to share the good and the bad here with you. Just had the consultation with the doctor. He checked my stomach. It doesn't seem to be anything serious. He's giving me 2 medications, newer medications for this particular issue. I don't have a price yet. When I get the price for the doctor appointment, etc., and the medication, I will let you know. For now, we don't think it's anything more serious than some form of infection that should get taken care of with the medication. So we'll find out in 2 weeks. I'm going to come back in 2 weeks to see him after being on the meds and go from there. I'm going to put the link down below for this clinic, the Medical Development Clinic. You should know that this was created by the previous king to be a very high quality clinic for Thais, for everyone, at very affordable prices. They do a lot of different things here. The only thing they don't have is overnight stays. So major surgeries, if you have to stay overnight, you won't be able to do it here. But as I said earlier, I had a minor surgery here, in and out patients, and it went off no problem at all. Actually, I've had a couple here, a couple of minor surgeries. So if you need something major, you need to go to one of the bigger hospitals. But for everyday stuff, including yearly checkups with full blood work, ultrasound, EKGs, etc., I come here. The cost for the doctor consultation and 2 medications, 2,562 baht. Current rate makes it 78 US. That's actually a little bit more than we normally pay here, but both medications are new. One is 14 days, one is 20 days. I think that raised the cost a little bit, but still $78 for a full doctor visit plus 2 medications I think is very reasonable. Now we'll get on the medication, and in a future video I'll report back to you how it's doing. Let me give you a recap of what happened. So we saw the doctor, and he did an exam, asked me a lot of questions, of course, and we discussed back and forth. And basically, we don't see anything serious. It's something diabetes or DYP-ESIS, which is basically different types of stomach problems. So what he did, though, was gave me 2 new medications for the stomach. When I say new, they're recent medications, better than Derailed, which I took about 6 or 7 years ago. The doctor visit was 500 baht, about $15. The medication for the 2 meds, a 14-day and a 20-day, was a little more expensive because, again, they're newer medication, and they were 1,962 baht. So a total of 2,562 baht, or a 78 US dollar at today's rate, 32.70 or so. Also, I want to remind everybody here, or I want to share here, it's much better to bring a Thai speaker with you if you don't speak fluent enough Thai. You can get by, but I would suggest coming the first time and understanding the layout and the way they do things here with a Thai speaker first. Then you can probably get by on your own, because they do speak some English, but not like a major hospital. So keep that in mind. Secondly, I wanted to do a blood exam, a blood workup. What we realized, thank God for Tikkie being here, what we realized is they want you to see a doctor first, then they want you to do the blood work, the urine work, then they want you to see the doctor after you wait 1 hour to get the result. I didn't want to do any of that, so Tikkie really had to work hard to get them to understand. I just wanted a simple blood test, and I'm going to come back in 2 weeks to see this doctor. I'll pick up the blood test or the blood results at that point. So a couple of things to keep in mind. It's a great experience at the clinic, but it really is geared towards Thai. There aren't a lot of Farang, a lot of Westerners that come here. So if you want to, just be prepared for it not to be as smooth as Bumrungrad would be, or a Bangkok hospital, Samedoit, etc. We're going to get a coffee. We'll talk a tiny bit more there. Good morning from awesome Bangkok. I'm off to the medical development clinic for a follow-up with my stomach issues that started about 2 months ago. I was there 2 weeks ago. I got medication, going to see the doctor. Let's see what he says. I am going to drive today. Tikkie's working. I've got her car. Yes, I do drive in Thailand. I do drive in Bangkok. I've been driving for about 5 years. When I golf, or when I used to golf a lot, I'd always drive alone in Bangkok. When Tikkie and I are together in Bangkok, she'll always do the driving just to be safer. But when we go outside of Bangkok, I do most of the driving. I gotta stop, hold on. I'm from America, so of course we drive on the left. Here we're on the right. It took a while to get adjusted, but once you get adjusted, it's just like driving. So you have to pay attention though here, because you've got motorcycles everywhere. So you really have to have your head on a swivel. You got to use all of your mirrors and just pay attention. And there are certain things, when you're making a left, there's going to be a motorcycle trying to make a left next to you. So you got to be careful they're not there. And when you're making a right, you got to make sure someone doesn't want to go around you. So there are things you've got to be careful about. Traffic. It's about 8:45. I'm going to the medical development clinic for my follow-up, as I said earlier, about my stomach issue that I've had for the past 2 months. Next time I drive, I'll try to have the camera out so you can see. It's really not for the faint of heart, but you do get used to it, and as long as you know what you're looking for, you're generally okay. When I'm in Bangkok and Tikkie and I are together, she'll always do the driving, because whether we like it or not, and even if it's not our fault, it really is. And I know somebody out there is going to dispute that, but I'll dispute right back. It's always our fault. On our other channel, Bangkok and Beyond with Tikkie and Jerry, we do have a number of videos regarding medical situations, medical development clinic, Bangkok hospital. I think I've got Bumrungrad on there, some other things. So if you're interested in the medical side, you can see the link down in the description and go over to that channel and look for medical. It might help you out if you have some issues and you want to check out what we do. I'm pretty bummed out because I'm a very light drinker. I only binge once or twice a year, and the rest of the year I have a little bit here and there. I don't smoke, I don't do drugs, I don't eat crazy, so I'm kind of bummed out that my stomach is bothering me, and it's been about 2 months now, including through my cruise that we just did. And that was a bummer because it took some of my energy away. And although I generally believe I'm healthy, this has been really annoying. That was actually a pretty easy ride today. Just a little traffic along Sukhumvit, and here's the clinic. Medical Development Clinic, just very briefly, started by King Rama IX. He wanted a very high quality clinic at prices that the average Thai can afford, and he got it. It's really quite an excellent clinic. They're very efficient. Even with my very limited Thai, I can get by now that I know the lay of the land. I want to wear a mask, but I can't because of my head, so I'm just going to have to deal with it. And not everybody wears one in here now, so I should be okay. This clinic is very efficient once you get the hang of it, because in the beginning I always recommend you bring a Thai speaker if you don't speak fluently enough yourself. You can get by, but it can get a little frustrating because there's different buildings and different sections, of course, and it's a very large clinic, almost hospital size. The only thing they really don't have is overnight staying here. So now going to the channel. The channel is about living life at 69, obviously, but it's not always good. A lot of my life is really excellent, and I have a great time in so many things, but there are times when the body just freaking breaks down, and we have to deal with it. So this channel, you're going to get the good and the bad, and this is one of the, not bad, but one of the, that's not so good moments. All done. Appointment 9:30. I was completely done by 10:30. The appointment, paying, getting the meds, and now sitting and having a coffee. So the total cost $2,364 baht. Now 1,764 of that is for the medication, 2 medications, and these are newer medication, so they're more expensive. That was about $54.44 based on the current market of 32.40-ish or so baht to the dollar. The doctor fee is 500, and they charge another 50 baht for another fee. So consider 550 baht for the doctor appointment, about 16 US dollars. Obviously, very, very good. The doctor doesn't rush you. He takes the time to share with you. He speaks good English, good enough for me to understand almost everything that he said. Like I said earlier, I don't have Tikkie here today, so it was all on me. It worked out just fine. It is a great place if you would like to try to save a little bit of money, or you just don't want to go to the big hospitals. I also 2 weeks ago got a blood work done, and I think that was about 500 baht. I'm not 100% sure. And everything checked out really well, except one part of my cholesterol. My LDL cholesterol is high. My triglycerides are low. My HDLs are high, and that's the way they both should be. But my LDLs are high, so I'm going to have to look into that a little bit. I'm sure it's just eating too many fatty foods, too much chicken and stuff here. I'll talk to a doctor and decide if I want to try to go natural, which I understand how to do, or if I want to do a low dose of statins. Not sure yet. I don't take any medication at all in my life at 69. None, except, and here's the exception, excuse me, for my hair. I take 1 Avodart or Derailed every 3 days, instead of Propecia, by the way, and I take 2.5 milligram of minoxidil pill every day. Both of those are for my hair. I have no other medication that I take on a daily basis. If I have pain, I'll do ibuprofen or naproxen sodium or Tylenol or something. I don't do them every day. I do it mainly when I'm very active with lifting weights or playing pickleball, which I haven't done for the past couple of weeks. So there you have it. Medical Development Clinic. My stomach is still an issue, but the doctor doesn't believe it's anything chronic. I have another 2 weeks worth of medication, and then we'll revisit and see where it goes. So thanks for watching this quick video on medical care here in Bangkok. All right, guys, put some comments down below. Let's get a conversation going. What do you think about life after 60? The good, the bad, the ugly? Give me all your comments, throw all your slings, and let's have a good conversation, and we'll take this channel somewhere together.